There is no relationship between me and my daughter currently. She knows nothing about my current partner. He left me. I just thought to myself, no, I think it is high time for me just to look for somebody else.
You wanted commitment. I was like, he's confusing me. Why would you want commitment for like 3 months? Not this old man to keep me at home. I can't.
So what if he changed his mind to come back? At the very same time, what if I'm losing this person forever?
Because he was not sure, what if I run again?
My name is Ntsiki and Lukhanyo. I'm 41 years of age.
My name is Lukhanyo. I'm 31 years old. We met 2020 before COVID. I think that was Feb or March. So I know it's going to sound so cliche or something. For us gay people, it's so hard to get an approach in person. So definitely it was online, but not the platforms that we all know. But the community will understand which platform, the orange app, which is Grindr. So we met there. So I was kind of interested in knowing him more. So it was not a serious thing when we were meeting. So I met him. When I first saw him, I was like, he's my type. He's my vibe. This is my man.
Everything happened on the first day. We just met at my place and then we did the thing and then that was it. Yeah, I just fell in love with Fiona from the first day. And then I'm the one who first said, I love you from that first day. Just imagine. But yeah. And then it went on for 4 months. After that, he left me because he was not ready for a commitment. And then as it actually happened, there was a communication in between. He would go out with his friends around about 2 a.m. in the morning. He would just call that I must open the gate, or he would jump over and then I'll just say, knock, kuku, and who is this? And then we're lucky me, I was always alone. So that's how it all started.
So when I was getting off an Uber and I was standing outside waiting for him. So he was not at home. So I saw him walking up the street coming towards me. So I'm like, oh, okay. Definitely that awkwardness first. But as much as I'm so bubbly and loud, I break the ice. So I had like telling myself I need to be comfortable. Because he has this presence, like it's so hard to get to him. It's so hard to greet him on the road. So for me, I had that, oh, this man, guys, I need to break it. So I broke the ice and then I was comfortable. I could see he's coming out because he has this strong character, even day one. We spoke because I talk a lot. we spoke. Yeah, that was it. And I was happy with him. And when I left, I said, I want to come back to sleep over. And I took my things. I packed my things and then I opened back to his place. He cooked the best meal ever. I will never forget that. And he made my favorite dish, pasta. He made it so well. So I slept and then I went to work the next day straight from his place. And I was so comfortable with him. I've never met a soft, strong, at the same time guy like him. And it was easy for me to just speak to him and he kept the conversation going. And I remember that first night, we were just speaking, getting to know each other. And he's from the different world. I'm from my different world as well. So first date for me was smash and yeah.
Since I was longing, ukumbona, ne? So yonke nje into yaveske yablurry because tabona i-yellow bone yam, and he was so cute because wayifake i-shorts with i-golf tee, a white and change. So nje yaba yilena endiyifunayo from the first day. So I just said to myself, okay, jonga apha ndisharp ngumntu wam lo.
What stood up about him, I love men that, you know, like when there's a ceremony at home, it can't start without him. And I love a man that has presence. I love a man when he walks like, that's him. So he gave me that impression, the boldness. He's strong, man. He's so strong. He's respected by so many people. And that attracts me a lot because it shows a lot of leadership. He's a leader and he will be able to protect me. And that's what I like. And it always stands up for me between the two of us is him always being a leader. He leads all the time.
What stood up about baby is that he is so fragile. He likes to be taken care of. So just that little baby that I need to worry about. I wake up before I go to sleep during the days.
For me, firstly, I never dated my age. It's normally like 5 years up. I'm very ambitious, and my conversations that I have, I don't want someone that struggles already. I remember when I was a student as well, I'll go for someone that is like, when I speak to you, I must get something. There must be that motivation, there must that empowering, man, because my goal, as young as I am, I have goals that I need to reach. By having you, having opinions, input, you try to groom me. So for me, it's age-wise, I always look for those elements, like trying to build myself while I'm dating you. So most people that are older, they're more matured, they speak truth, man. They tell, like him, he says how he feels, and he will tell me honestly, and he pushes me to do things that I thought I would not do. So for me, an age gap is not an issue, and it will never be an issue, whether it's 20 years difference or I'm comfortable with that.
The age gap never really affected me. The only challenge I had when we just met, he's an outgoing person. It's like he likes groove, and he would go for the whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday, but he would always check on me, baby, are you okay and stuff. And then the phone's off, and then that's starting to worry me. And then we would fight about that, and I would also express how I feel about the situation, and then he ended up understood. He changed, man. He's just a new person. Yeah, we're now going out together, and occasionally. So there's no this, I'm going out on Friday, I'll be back around about 10, and then that Friday will be Sunday night or Monday morning around about 4, and then this person still need to go to work, even with hangovers and that. So that was the only challenge, which I don't want to lie, Shem.
So we broke up when we met 2020. So it was 3-4 months. And I could see he's so serious. I'm sorry. He wanted commitment. I was like, he's confusing me. Why would you want commitment for like 3 months? You know, when someone loves you, like I think that love at first sight, that seemed to me, because he was the first one to say, I love you. So I broke up because I was scared of commitment. And at the same time, I was in a peak, man. In my 20s, my career is just going, you know? So that time, me and content creation, events, I need to be here, fun. But I'm like, no, man. As much as I love them older, but not this old man to keep me at home. I can't. So I was so sad that I had to ghost him. I didn't communicate. And then I realized that actually he's the one. When I was renting, which is 3 years later, what made me realize that he's the one? You know, most New Year's Eve, you make resolutions. So I was like, no, man, I'm tired of this. Who makes me happy? Which man values me? You know, most you always have your sneaky link or whatever on the sides. But I was like, no, this man always welcomes me. I go to his house anytime I need to. We speak. We're civil about everything. But the time I knocked, like on his phone, calling him hi, like, he was on a peak to leave me, like anything to do with Lukhanyo. He was over me. So when I texted and spoke to him, yes, and then he was like, hi, and then we started over. But I think what also is the highlight, when we got back together, which is 3 years later, I was admitted in hospital. So no one was able to take care of me. So he invited me to stay with him. So he would literally wake up in the morning, prepare for me, take care of me, then I go to work. And now that like the love for me went beyond then. I'm like, no man will take care of me like this because my mother was not there, my siblings were not there. He was there 100% with me. So it got stronger on my side. He's been there. He's been the one. I was the problem to not accept. But also at the same time, I'm like, I'm grateful that I rejected then. What if we wouldn't be together now?
As much as I loved him, but as the time goes, I just told myself that, okay, I just need to let go because at least I've tried my best communicating, calling, and then I would be rejected and stuff. So I just thought to myself, no, I think it is high time for me just to look for somebody else. And then on that period, then he came up again, and then now he was serious because he wanted to come over. Thereafter, there was this hospitalization stuff. After that, from hospital, he came to my place, and then we started to living together from that day till today.
When we were apart for 2 to 3 years, it didn't feel like that. I think it's because the communication was still going. It was still there. So I never felt the loneliness or we won't reach out again. But also I feel like it was a personal thing to me because when I was ready, I was able to give a call and say, listen, let's sit down. I'm ready. But the time I made that, he was on that peak, was like, he's done with me. But we sat down, we spoke. But what also I love is that he was so honest about it because he was not sure what if I run again. But I could feel it, but I was trying, when you try to not prove, like my actions were louder this time around, that I want to be with you. Because he gave me that was at first, now he will have doubts, definitely. So I had to lay the foundation that this is me, I'm back, I'm yours, we are in this together. And I did that so well. Till today, I won't lie, I always choose him.
The feeling came on the period, I think it was the second year. Because instead of him coming back, I felt like I was pushing him away. Although we were communicating over the phone, calling, texting and stuff, but I just felt like now this is coming to an end. Now I have doubts. I need to move on. So what if he changed his mind to come back? At the very same time, what if I'm losing this person forever? So that's how I felt at that period.
My life when we broke up was not nice. I won't lie. I was just everywhere, drinking, going out, not a bad thing, but it was not straight. My love life was a mess. Wasn't able to have something solid with the person. I'll be okay, but at the same time, I'm thinking about him, That's when I realized, no, I need to stop.
During that breakup, life was, I really cannot tell how I felt, ne? Because I once tried something with someone, but it was a long distance. It never worked. I don't want to lie, because I was lacking to communicate with the other part. When while they're busy trying to communicate and try to make things work between the two of us, then he wanted to come over to the Western Cape. But my problem was, should I let him come over and then Lukhanyo come and knocks on the door? How am I going to handle that? So I just kept things simple. I was just there waiting for him to come. The age gap made our love stronger. Reason being, at my age, I am able to reprimand. I am able to also tell when things are not going okay. but we sit down. It's not just like shouting, do this, do that. We'll sit down. I would address the matter. After I've addressed the matter, then I would tell where I'm not comfortable with whatever it is. And then at the feeling that I'm having from the situation that we are in on that particular time, and then we would sit down and talk about it. And then we will work on that. And then I think that made our relationship more stronger, because now a communication is always there. Remember, there's this 11 years gap between the two of us. I'm much experienced than him, and then he is younger. So there and there, I can always say, no, this is right, and then this is wrong. But what I love about him is that he listens. He listens and he changes where he needs to change.
The age difference made our love so stronger, and it's the respect that he has for me. As much as he's older, but how he speaks, he has soft love for me. As I said, and also when he said that our love is made stronger by communication, our communication is like, he told me, I wouldn't know how you feel if you don't say it, you know? So for me, that makes it so easy, because I'm very moody. If I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk, you know? And also he's like that. For me, it doesn't make sense when he's on that mood. He involves himself in my world of digital content and going out, seeing things. Now he discovers himself as well, because I remember this one time we went for a game drive. I didn't know he loves animals. So when we were there, he was so fascinated and happy. And then afterwards, he was like to me, thank you. That was the best. So I'm like, he also discovers himself. I discover myself. We come together. So our love gets stronger every day. I'm not going to lie. And we have each other's backs. There's something about a man that takes care of you, not about money. For me, I'm all about, I must see your love. I must see the assurance. I must see your emotions. That's what I'm getting. I emotionally love him, and he took care of me and made sure I'm better. The assurance he gives is beyond, and I love that about him. I will never doubt myself when I have him next to me.
What I have learned on that period, it was a very sad one, ne? And yeah, because I had to go through all those stages alone. Because I still remember we went to the clinic, and then all of a sudden then he's got an active whatever, ne? And then we had to go now door to door, like room to room, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, which took us almost the whole day. But lucky us, the clinic is just nearby. So yeah. And then what I've learned, it's patience, and taking care of someone who is not in good health is something else. There's a lot of struggle there. There's a lot of emotions there. Once her mother and sister visited, then we've just spoken with sister work. So I told her that as yesterday night I went out because he was asleep. At least I got the chance like to go out to get some fresh air. So I just cried. And I did not know how I felt that moment, but I just felt like crying because it was too much. But at the very same time, I was very happy that I was there to help at the end of the day, and nobody would stand there, trust me. But what I've learned is that patience works between the two parts.
What I've learned through that moment when I was not okay, it was too much for me. I remember this one specific night. I thought I'm dying, and I gave him everything. Like, this is what is happening. This is my life cover. This is what. You know, when your faith is tested, It was so painful. You know, when you hear that word behind that, you'll be fine, you're almost there, it's the encouragement that he was giving me. The coming out part for me, I don't know it. I'd never experienced it because when I was young, my mother never bought me any car or anything. Straight, she bought me dolls. Like I was playing with girls when I was young. Primary school, I was playing netball as well. I started playing with guys, boys, when I was doing grade 6. But still, I was not myself. I was just doing for the sake of doing. But coming out was never a deep thing for me because I was out there already when I was a child. Everyone knew me as who I am. And it was easy for me. But now what I was battling with is meeting a guy that is in a closet. And then I met few that were comfortable, but at the same time, based on their status or careers, they can't come out. It was just a complication thing. But for me, my childhood was fine being gay. I've been gay when I was a child till now. So I can't hide it. It's who I am. I have a supportive structure. It was just easy.
The mother of my daughter knew that I was gay. What happened was, the time we arrived there, I had true friends that are gay, of which I was always with my gay friends. But now when we're going like deep to the Eastern Cape, so there was this event that was there. It was a traditional event, which came after that. Someone needs to carry back yake, to go and sleep. So that's how it happened. And she lied me anyway. So we had to do it. And then that was it. And then she fell pregnant on the spot. So there is no relationship between me and my daughter currently. So she knows nothing about my current partner.
When it comes to spirituality, our spiritual sides is totally different. He's a spiritual healer. I'm a Christian. I'm saved. We do it so well together. I'm not used to traditional healers. I'm not used to all the traditions, Even with him, I'm learning a lot of things like this and that when it comes to Isintu. I was able to understand his side of the world. I remember this one time in Kombe, I had to attend with him because it was his world. So I went there and I had a good time. And also for me, I have to go to church, there are no issues. We don't have any conflicts when it comes to that. We understand each other and we support each other. So for him, it's easier, and he's more of like, a man when it comes to tradition. For me, I'm feminine man.
For me, it's seriously because I grew up in church, but then I'm the first healer, Kule generation, feminine. So, and there's a lot of understanding Christianity with Obongoma. So I don't see anything, so nothing contradicts. Come with into
I don't have any contradictions because sometimes tradition will always be there, and I still go home and perform things that need to be done. I go home when there's something happening, a ritual. I need to be present, and I believe we are made by both sides, Word of God and our ancestors. When it comes to my sexuality and being part of the church, I've never felt being judged about my sexuality, and I've seen also they welcome you the way you are. And we know growing up from traditional churches, if you are a female, you must wear a skirt, you must do that. But now with this, as time goes by, even in my church, females do wear pants, There's no that segregation. You are a female, you must do this. You are a male, you must do this. Because for me, this is who I am. I'm a man. But my sexuality and my belief doesn't have to determine how holy I am, how close I am to God. God is always there for everyone. And the word of God says God loves us all. And we need to not judge. I didn't choose to have feelings for a man. If I was able to do that, I will decline that. I will fight that. But now it's impossible because it's who I am. Yes, I'm a man. Even my pronouns is him, he. I'm not a she, I'm a man. My identity says male. But now it differs that I have feelings for another man. I've never ever experienced any judgment, comments at church.
There are certain people at church who are against gays and lesbians. So you would notice that when they're preaching. So it's not church, it's some certain individuals who is against gays and lesbians. Being a gqirha, there are a lot of gays there. So, but you would find that one of amagqirha or tata or mama is against this gays and lesbian thing. But it's nothing that you can take to heart because it's just only that one person.
And then there's this one particular day where I posted a video of us and the followers went up like this. The likes, the views, I think we reached like 4 point something million on this certain video. I pinned it on my account. It was fine. I was enjoying the moment. Likes are getting there, views, followers are getting there. But there was that moment when I received a comment from a female. I prayed that my son won't be like this. That hit me so much because there's so many young gay boys that are growing, and then when they look up to us, they want to be like us. For me, what stands out for our relationship, is how he believes in me. And I think he knows my strengths that I don't know. Because for me, I'm very fragile. I'm very weak, but he gets me and he wants me to be great all the time. He's that cheerleader that I have. Even when something goes wrong, he's a phone call away.
I've learned to have patience. I've learned to love. I've learned to give my all. We both have patience to each other. So that helped a lot. So patience is number one.
His character, man, it's very remarkable. But what I dislike about him,
Baby.
so loud.
Oh.
Sure. Sometimes I don't want to speak. I just need the silence. He shouts. He's loud. But now I understand.
Don't say I'm shouting. I'm just loud. I have very bold voice. His voice is bold. I'm not shouting when I was
Is loud.
Very
you could hear him very far. That's one thing that I don't like about him. But it's something that I can't change as well. Other than that, he's such an amazing person to be with. I'm dealing with the loudness. Be comfortable with that. But yeah, work on it.
The advice that I would give to the partners that are not the same age, same as us. Okay, that is point number one. Being older than your partner needs understanding. This person is younger than you. So you must have a way of approaching things and explaining things and the dangers of whatever it is that is happening on that particular time. And then the best thing can go in the communication. So you don't just do as you please. We do everything with respect. As much as I am my age, I can still go out, but I respect you.
Age doesn't matter. How you feel is important. How the next person makes you is very important. You might be dating someone that is older than you, but what you gain and the experience that you receive, it's understandable. Another one that I will say, communication is the key. I know it's something common that everyone says when they give advice, but communication and what he said, the approach, how you sit me down and state how you feel and what is wrong and what we want us to make right. Also, I will advise, relationship is not about like love and all the glam and all that. For me, I say it's partnership for the two of us. Like our partnership, it's amazing, it's strong, it's solid. The advice that I will give to the LGBTQI community couples, don't be afraid. Don't let that doubt
Let's just
inside.
live their lives, man.
Just
We're living in a free South Africa here.
just be you. In this million of people, there's only 2% that won't reply or give you the positive feedback. So what I will say, stay true to yourself and put yourself first. Be selfish, because at the end of the day, it's you. It's about you. It's your life. You are the director of your life. You need to walk in authority and ignore the noise. The noise is not going to do anything to you. Focus on you.